Hello everybody, this is Elvis Presley. Jay Sabia couldn't make it here tonight, so I'm taking over the show. Start off this show with a song. Are you lonesome tonight? And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jay Sabia Live. I'm sorry I had to do that to you and put you through that torture, but somebody promised to contribute to an animal hospital around here, if make a contribution to them if I came on as Elvis Presley. How you doing, everybody? This is Jay Sabia Live. This is the show where if you don't call us, we'll call you. So be on guard. Make sure if we call you, and it's a video call, that you're properly dressed. Please do not come on naked. Please do not come out on a towel out of a shower. Right here are my notes. One of my notes for Jacob. This camera is terrible. We've tweaked all our sound problems. We hope to have something done, purchase a better camera than we have here, because the autofocus, this is just terrible. But Jacob Abraham, a fine gentleman that I work with, has requested that I do Clint Eastwood. So I've never done Clint Eastwood before. So let me see if I can do that. First thing with Clint Eastwood is you got to do the squint. You know, you got to do the Clint Eastwood squint. And there's got to be attitude. You feeling lucky, punk? Go ahead. Make my day. Okay, Jacob, now you got to contribute to that animal hospital also. All right. Other things in the news. Crazy Charlie Sheen. Have we got any reports on him this week? What's going on with him?
Well, he's winning.
Oh, I'm sorry. In my notes here, I got still whining. It's winning. And I don't know if anybody here's seen Donald Trump on O'Reilly this week. Awesome interview. He's a little crazy, but his ideas make sense. I hear that Al Gore is out there somewhere in the country. I mean, looking for a place, that there's some heat, so that he can get out there and do a little video and saying, well, I think global warming is one of the biggest problems we got going on here. But he could fly around the country and his house burns up so much electric. I mean, come on, the hypocrisy. And that, do as I say, not as I do. I do not understand why we don't go to hydrogen cars. The last stimulus package that was put out, almost $1 trillion. Had we taken 1/3 of that, we could have backed up our car manufacturers to go to hydrogen.
Yes.
I see the Cecil man up there.
Should give him a call.
Give him a call.
Video call.
Video call.
That's right. We're taking video calls this week, so feel free. You don't need to, but
just make sure you're not just getting out of the shower, or actually that'd be kind of funny if somebody was taking a video call in the bathroom. That would be different. Cecil.
Hey.
How you doing, bud?
Okay.
What's going on? Thank you. Hey, Cecil.
What you doing?
Hey, Cecil. This is Elvis Presley. Jay couldn't make it tonight. Thank you. Thank you very much. How you doing there, Cecil?
I don't know what to say there, Elvis.
Well, just come on. Don't be a hound dog, Cecil. So Cecil, I've been spending the last few minutes of the show telling people what a great guy you are.
So, you're not really telling the truth, or?
No. Hey, on your shirt there it says deputy. What does that mean?
Oh, this is a friend's shirt. I guess you got to see the rest of it. Oh,
SWAT.
Yeah.
So, oh, look at this. Look at this. Hernando County SWAT team.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you something. I was just telling people online here, they can go to your page on Facebook and see you hitting the bags, and then I have you on and you're over there grunting and groaning and stuff. What's up with that? So, all right, hey bud, let me go.
Yeah.
Let me call you back at the end of the show. I got somebody from Arizona calling in. Is that okay?
Okay, you got it. I'll talk to you later, yeah.
All right, stay on.
Okay.
Okay.
As I was talking before, we had a very interesting conversation with Ron Knights from RonKnights.com and RonKnights.tv.
YouTube.com/RonKnights.
YouTube.com/Ron Knights. Please go to YouTube and check out some of his videos. Very, very interesting gentleman. Somebody who has helped us a great deal here on the show.
Let's see.
Hello.
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 There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How you doing? We're going to talk a little bit about politics.
I might be a little humorous because I'm in the vestibule of a Red Robin in Lake Havasu, Arizona. Just got done spending a day on a boat with my family.
I'm glad you told me that because the way the video looks, it looks like you're hiding out somewhere. So Keith, what's going on down there in Arizona?
I'm here with one of my favorite actors.
Oh, Mel Gibson.
Yes.
I think he's a great
Yes.
actor. I don't like the anti-Semite attitude, though. What's going on down there in Arizona? How's the heat down there?
You're screaming.
Oh, good.
Going on in Arizona, we're in a very difficult time. Our economy is probably has been the most challenged since I've lived here in Arizona. I've been here for 20 years now, or 18 years. And during that time, over the last 5 years, I've watched our economy just fall off the shelf, much like a lot of the economies throughout the United States. We have that issue, and then we also have an issue with our immigration out here as well, as you guys are fully aware of.
Yes, yes. What do you think? What do you feel is really, what is the problem that is affecting your economy down there right now?
Well, the biggest challenge that we have is the volume of cash that we used to have in our economy has been depleted by about 30 or 40%, and we don't have any private investment coming back into this state. We have a difference of opinions. We've had for many years this was a very conservative state. Over the last 5 or 6 years, we've seen more of a shift towards Democrats taking control here, but then in the last couple of elections, I think the consensus is to go back to where we came from.
So, what happened to the old Democrats? What happened to the Tip O'Neills? What happened to the John Kennedys?
Well, I moved away from the Tip O'Neills and the John Kennedys. I grew up in Connecticut, and I moved to a state where I would say that was a little bit more of a conservative thought. I think the American people are starting to realize right now, because of this budget, a lot of us are saying, you know what, if we have to wait a little bit longer until they get this budget in hand resolved, so we stop spending money, I think we'll be better off. The traditional Democrats for years have spent all of our money, and it's always been something that I've opposed. I think you need to go out and work for a living. I like to take care of the people who need to be taken care of, but I see a lot of people that are living off of our government, and that needs to stop.
Well, we'd certainly do a better job of taking care of our people than the government.
Everybody, nobody in this state, nobody in this country goes hungry.
So,
and I think we should be proud of that, but we also shouldn't be taken advantage of neither.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mentioned at the beginning of the show about Donald Trump talking about running for president. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I think he'll have a good plan for for the domestic side of our economy, and I think he'll have some good plans put together to try to stabilize our economy as we move forward. Problem is Donald has no influence over the foreign governments of this world.
Right.
And I don't know how he's going to help with his foreign policy. I'd like to hear him talk a little bit more, but I would not be opposed to see somebody like Donald Trump, who has been very successful with whatever he's done, take a run at it, because I'm sick and tired of all the typical politicians that are in there just for their own personal profits, per se.
Absolutely, absolutely. You are a great patriot. Thank you for coming on the show. And the immigration problem. What's going on down there with that?
Well, I think it's stabilized. If everybody remembers, November, everybody was using that as their platform, their political platform to get reelected. But as you noticed, since November, it's not on the front page anymore. And what we've seen now is the illegal aliens that were in Arizona are no longer here. But the illegal alien issue that's down here, the immigration issue, is small in comparison to the drug cartels and the drug trafficking that's taking place down here that needs to be fixed. If you go into Douglas or you go into Nogales and you go into the other border states down along the Arizona border, it's really a war zone. And it's the Border Patrol, it's the federal, it's the feds, it's the ATF, it's multiple government agencies battling a lot of stuff down there that we're not seeing on the front page anymore.
Right. Does it feel Does it feel like they're winning the war on it or just holding it steady?
Well, you got to remember that this went to federal court, and the federal judge in San Francisco hasn't made a decision on it yet. The Democrats, including our own president, is trying to fight this right now. But technically speaking, the laws that were put into place here, the 70, is really not as bad as everybody wants to make it sound like. I mean, if you come to this country illegally, you need to leave. Yeah, Jay, you back?
You have AT&T,
Yes.
You have AT&T, don't you?
Yes, I do. I'm outside right now, and this is what's so funny about this, is if you look across the street, there's an AT&T store right there. And that's where I'm supposed to be getting signal from. Well, yeah, the calls are dropped. I would love to keep chit-chatting. Gotta run. My wife's phone is going to die I've got about 1 minute left.
All right. Hey, we'll have you on again. All right?
Oh, I would definitely love to be on again.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Let's get back to Cecil Lawless before we close out the show.
All right.
Oh, no! Oh, no! That's a classic.
Oh.
That's a classic.
So fast you couldn't even see it.
Oh! Hey, you're gonna mess your hair up.
Ooh.
Let's see a jab. No, let's see some speed. To the moon, Alice! To the moon, Alice! Norton! If you heard us tonight, give us a call in with any topic on your mind. You might want to talk about the workplace, what's going on in the world. You may have a hobby you want to talk about. You may have a cause you want to talk about. And I thank you for being with us here tonight. And good night.